Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you guys want to see how I got this look using the Magic palette from Juvia'S, then please keep on watching.
I'm gonna start this off by priming my eyes using the Too Faced Shadow Insurance, and I'm just gonna pat that in with my finger. Set the primer, I'm gonna be taking the shade Cassie and then just putting that all over the lid. Next, I'm going to be adding some tape. I love using tape. I feel like it's a great way, especially when you're beginning to work with eyeshadows. That way you can be as messy as you want to be and not have to worry about it like going all over the place. So I recommend using tape if you're a beginner. Anyways, going back to the eyes, I'm going to be taking this shade Nana and I'm going to use this as a transition shade. Honestly though, at the end, it doesn't really much show up in the eye look, but I always like to start with like these lighter colors and then just work my way up, work up the intensity. That way I don't have to worry about making mistakes. The next shade I'm going to be taking is Zakia, and then I'm just going to be working this into the crease also. Just building up color like I said before, and then just keep blending it out and working it side to side using windshield wiper motions. Next shade I'm going to be going in with is Kogi, and I'm just going to start working this in and buffing it into the crease and working it on the outer V and dragging it a little bit more towards the center of the eye. Next, I'm going to be going into the shade Ive, and I'm also going to be putting this on the crease and on the outer V. This shade is a little bit dry, so like the blending process was a little bit harder, but at the end it does end up looking pretty, so just work with it and blend it out. And I do take a little bit of product and work it up because I felt like if I took too much, it was going to end up looking splotchy and messy, so I do work with a little bit and then blend it out. Then I'm going to be taking my Wet n Wild concealer, and I'm going to be using this to cut the crease, and I'm using a ColourPop flat brush. So what I like to do is I like to look down because then it transfers to where my crease naturally folds, and then after I find like the outline, then I like to just take it up a little bit higher because I have hooded eyes, so then when I open my eyes and look forward, the color still peaks. Then I'm going to be going back into the shade Cassie, and then I'm just going to pat that down just to make sure that the concealer doesn't move around. Next, I'm going to be going in with the shade Vi, and I'm going to be adding this to where we cut the crease, but I'm not going to be taking this all the way. I'm going to be stopping halfway. Next, I'm going to be going in with the shade Faso. This has to be hands down my favorite shade from this palette, but I'm just going to be working this on the inner part of the eyes and then also blending it in with the shade Vi. Going back into the shade Ive, I'm going to be taking this on a small blending brush and start working it on the outer corners of the eye to deepen it up, and I'm also going to be blending it in towards the shade Vi so there aren't any harsh edges. I'm going to be picking up the shade Kogi, and I'm going to be placing this on top of the shade Ive just to give it a little bit more warmth. Finally, my favorite part, peeling off the tape. Then I'm going to be going in with this ColourPop concealer in the shade Medium. I didn't feel like going in with foundation, so I'm just going to be using this to cover up any dark circles under my eyes, and then I'm going to blend that out with the little Real Technique sponge. I'm going to be setting that down with my RCMA no color powder, and then I'm also going to be setting my T-zone because I was looking a little bit oily. By the way, that little container that I have the powder in is from the, what is that? The cushion, airspun powder. So when I was finished with that, I just ended up like spray painting the top and then just adding a little piece of paper to make it look pretty. I'm going to be going in with this liquid highlighter. I bought this off of AliExpress, and when I put it on, it looks really intense. But I do end up blending it out, and it does end up looking a little more subtle, but nonetheless, it's really pretty. On top of that, I'm going to be taking 143 and Glow Getter from the Anastasia Nicole Guerrero Glow Kit, and I'm also going to be putting this on my brow bone. For the lower lash line, I'm going to be taking a mix of the shade Nana and Koji, and I'm just going to mix those two together and work that on the lower lash line. Then I'm going to be taking a little bit of the shade Ive and then just adding it towards the end to deepen it up a little bit. For the fun part, I'm going to be adding this Bella Tierra Mineral Cosmetics Loose Pigment. It's like a really gold coppery shade. Honestly, I never thought I was going to be using these. I bought these like a long time ago when I didn't even use makeup. But anyways, I'm going to be taking this NYX glitter glue on a really flat brush, and I'm just going to be adding this like line on the edge, like where like if I were to do eyeliner basically, and then on top of that I'm just going to be packing the pigment on top. And then I'm also going to be adding this on top of like where I cut the crease, and I did switch brushes because I wanted like a more precise thin brush, or else you're going to end up with like a really thick line on top and it's going to look funky. I already did it, but anyways, yeah, it would have been easier if I just went in with like a glitter liner. So if you guys have that, then just use that. For the inner corner highlight, I'm going to be showing you guys two options. For the first one, I'm going to be taking Nubia and placing that on the inner corner. I feel like this one looked really cool. I feel like it gave it a cool like galaxy type of vibe. But for the second option, I'm going to be going in with the shade Osun, and I really liked how this one looked. I felt like this one went a little bit more with the look, like it tied it together. But I don't know, let me know which one you guys liked more. For the lips, I'm going to be taking this Maybelline lipstick in the shade Clay Crush. And that completes this look, guys. I hope you guys really liked it. This is like so far one of my favorite looks. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and until next time, bye guys.